Hello, folks. I'm Adam Kujawa. Today we're going to be talking about life with COVID-19, I guess. But not necessarily the sense of having it, but more of the threats you're exposed to because of it. So Johns Hopkins University created this heat map, the whole goal of it being to understand the spread of COVID-19 better. It's a very useful tool, and you can find it online at Johns Hopkins website. Unfortunately, the value of it was not lost on cybercriminals, who decided to make their own version of this map, put it into an application, and try spreading it to systems wherever they could. After installation of this map, malware is actually installed on the system. Distribution for this malware is still kind of unknown, but we can expect that it's going to be spread any way that cybercriminals can. So that means email, exploits, compromised websites, even social media apps in some cases. We've observed the Azeralt and Danabot malware families being spread by this map application, although we're pretty sure that there's other families being spread by it too. So the malware that's installed by this fake map application is spyware, banking Trojan, basically information stealing malware. This kind of malware can steal login information, bank information, cryptocurrency wallets, and even the login credentials for Steam, the gaming platform. As far as detection goes, Malwarebytes detects this threat using the term Corona Map. So you may see a detection that says Trojan.azeralt.coronamap, and you'll know what we're talking about. In fact, since the map application is installing older families of malware, we've detected them already without even knowing about the map application to begin with. Information stealers aside, though, we've seen plenty of other types of attacks using COVID-19 as a theme. And the fact is, this map isn't alone. We've seen phishing campaigns attempting to use COVID-19 as a theme to try and scare people into opening files or clicking on links. In fact, there's a nation-state sponsored actor out there right now using COVID-19 trying to fool people into opening files and installing things. We've also seen a new campaign pretending to be from the World Health Organization. This email comes with an attachment that's supposed to be a guidebook, basically on how to stay safe. However, when opened, it installs malware. And COVID-19 isn't alone in being the only newsworthy topic to be used by cybercriminals. When there was wildfires in California, we saw similar things. The game Pokemon Go, for as popular as it was used in multiple ways to try and spread malware. From backdoor, fake versions of the app being on the Play Store, to malicious email campaigns, to ransomware with the big old Pikachu in front of it. We also saw plenty of malware attacks that originated from trying to spread news, or fake news rather, about the Boston bombing. There was emails and social media messages claiming to have extra pictures from the tragedy, and those who wanted to see them or look at them were inevitably infected with some sort of malware. Alright, so at this point, here's some tips on how to avoid news-themed scams and malware attacks. First, seek information from trusted sources. This includes government organizations, trusted experts, but not shady news sites, and not from social media accounts. By getting your information from trusted sources, that's likely the most relevant, most accurate information. It should be spread to people to make them aware of things. However, when you share an untrusted source, you open up the possibility of infecting other people, giving false information, and potentially hurt lives. Number 2. Protect your system from any sort of malware infection. So you can do this by installing endpoint security software like Malwarebytes if you want. Using endpoint security software is going to prevent any sort of malware infection that does happen to get through. And it could also block infection attempts through anti-exploit capabilities from web blocking or things like that. Number 3, be mindful of what you interact with. What we mean by this is if you're going to click on a link, open a file, or anything of that nature, make sure you know where it came from, know what it is, and know where it's going. You should avoid acting on emotional response. The key to these attacks is that malware authors believe users will click on something because they don't think about it. Users might see a word or term or headline or an image that has the goal of getting them to react emotionally. And once they do that, they'll want to click on it, they'll want to investigate further. Advertisers do this all the time. We see it on commercials, we see it on clickbait articles. But cybercriminals utilize it in a different way. Try to add a layer of caution before you click on things. So just like with COVID-19, the best advice is not to panic, but to be alert. So from all of us at Malwarebytes, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I hope these tips are useful to you. Please stay safe, take care of each other, and safe surfing. I'll catch you next time.